Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Mackenzie, Klahr.
And I'm Buslon, and thank you for joining us. Ball State keeps moving up in the rankings. The 2016 rankings out today from U.S. News and World Report placed Ball State in a tie for 168th among national universities. That category includes the Ivy League schools, which took the top 4 spots. BSU was ranked as 4th best in the Mid-American Conference. Here in Indiana, Ball State came in behind Purdue at 61st and IU at 75th. Last year, Ball State moved up from 181st to 173rd place. BSU is up another 5 places. For Ball State students, faculty, alumni, and the Muncie community, one of the most exciting weekends is quickly approaching. This year's Homecoming, the greatest show on turf, the theme that has been chosen for Homecoming this year is only 3 weeks away. Leading up to this event are many activities in which students can participate.
Bed races and air jam are only a few of the happenings that Ball State students are readily preparing for.
Well, I like air jam, and my favorite memory would be participating in air jam last year. And we practiced real hard and we performed really well. Even though we didn't win anything, I had a lot of fun.
Even freshmen who have never participated in Homecoming can't wait for the events that it will bring.
Anything? Do we have a homecoming parade? Yes, I'm looking forward to that. That's like the best.
One of the biggest homecoming traditions, taking place since 1938, is election of homecoming royalty. Many eligible young men and women have been nominated to represent their organizations by competing for the title of 2015 Homecoming King and Queen.
So it's very important to vote on someone they believe will represent Ball State in the best way.
Voting for Homecoming Royalty is open now until Friday, September 18th at 4 p.m. All students, regardless of age or involvement, are encouraged to vote. The reveal of King and Queen will be at Air Jam on October 1st at 9 p.m. in Emmons. Also, on October 3rd, head out to Muncie Central, where the Homecoming Parade starts at 10 a.m., followed by tailgating and kickoff at 3.
The chances of students getting jobs these days seems to be a trying matter. This spring, 2.8 million college graduates entered the workforce, and according to Georgetown University, millennials make up 40% of the country's unemployment rate. Even with these statistics, some people still have hope for college grads. James Mitchell is the Associate Director of Employee Relations for Ball State's Career Center. He and his team have spent the last year planning tomorrow's job fair.
Can you bring your resume, and then you start the conversation by offering what you have. So my name's James, I am a senior in accounting, but I'm really looking for an opportunity where I can use my skills in, and then you list some of those skills and get the ball rolling.
Employees spend an entire day at the fair. They're invested, looking to gain employees.
So it really is an investment of time and human capital, which tells us that there's something going on.
All of these white tables will be filled with employers looking to hire students, except this year they have 20% more. That means there's 20% more jobs looking to be filled.
That's something that tells me that the market is good for college graduates. The biggest challenge is, do college graduates know what skills they offer, and are they open to looking to see what types of industries are out there looking for them?
According to the Washington Post, only 27% of college graduates have a job within their major. It's your skills that matter, showing what you can do and what you've learned from your degree. Now, you do not have to register for the fair, but it's highly encouraged. The fair starts tomorrow at 11 a.m. and lasts until 3 p.m.
The crowd that filled Daleville Town Hall Monday has voted no against the controversial Mounds Lake project. This reservoir would have stretched from Anderson into Delaware County. The council heard an hour's worth of public comments, with most of them in opposition to the project. The building was filled to capacity and included the heads of 14 organizations that oppose Mounds Lake. The vote no was followed with a loud booming applause from the dozens of people in and outside the town hall. 2 vehicles carrying women and children were washed away by a flash flood down a canyon near the Utah-Arizona border. Officials say Monday's flood left 12 people dead, including at least 6 children.
Flash flooding from the canyons above Hilldale, Utah came fast and it came strong. The rain caused the river to rise quickly, catching residents off guard. In this video, you can see rescue crews racing to save a family from a car moments from being swept away, pulling children quickly from the car's windows. The rush of water was so intense it washed two vehicles several hundred yards downstream. A total of 16 people were inside the two vehicles. All of the victims are mothers and children, the youngest just 4 years old.
They had stopped outside of that flood area, well outside of it, and that were standing there watching the flood, and a flash flood came down the canyon and actually came across and come around behind the vehicles.
Rescue crews turned out in force Tuesday morning to resume the search for those missing. Witnesses say the flash flooding lasted less than 2 hours, but the recovery is expected to take much longer, especially with more rain headed toward the region.
We know that a 100-year flood's going to come sometime, but this is tragic because I don't recall this kind of fatalities with the flooding. It's a wake-up call to the community that it's real.
I'm Steve Nannis reporting.
Officials say this evening's storms bring yet another threat of flooding. The National Weather Service issued a flash flood warning until 7:45 p.m. for the Utah-Arizona border area.
Well, Paris, we haven't gotten as much rain as we have in the past, but it was warm today, cold yesterday. I don't know, I think I'm ready for some fall weather.
I'm hoping for some boots, indeed.
All right, let's toss it to weather and see just what's in store.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We're definitely going to be seeing some warmer temperatures throughout the next couple of days. And as you can see right now, temperatures are slowly starting to go down. We have 68 as your current temperature, and those winds are coming out of the south-southeast at around 6 miles per hour. Now, we don't really have anything going on right now on radar, but next couple of days, we're going to have to keep our eyes out because there might be a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Coming up later on, I'll let you know how long we're going to see those sunny and hot skies around with a chance of showers, and then if the cool air is going to be making its way into Indiana. I'll have that for you in just a little bit.
Coming up, find why Michigan is plagued.
And a bus crash turned deadly. Coming up, find out why.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
A Houston school bus fell from a highway overpass onto the street below around 7 this morning. A car colliding with the school bus caused the fall. 2 students have died and 3 others are seriously injured. Officials say bus driver Luisa Pacheco was headed to Houston's Fur High School. Concern has been raised as to the training of the bus drivers. According to Nathan Graff of the Houston Independent School District, Pacheco went through the mandatory 10 to 12 hours of training. No charges were immediately filed after the crash, and it is still under investigation. Today, the manhunt for Shannon Lamb ended. He fatally shot himself once police officers caught up with him. He was a suspect in yesterday's shooting of his co-worker, Ethan Schmidt, at Delta State University in Mississippi. He also killed Amy Prentice, who lived with Lamb. The authorities are not releasing details about his motives, but he did leave a note saying, quote, "I am so very sorry. I wish I could take it back. I loved Amy, and she is the only person who ever loved me."
A Michigan resident has come down with the bubonic plague. She is now the 14th case reported in the United States this year. The victim is from northern Michigan, but the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is unsure if the resident contracted the disease in the state. The health department said the victim, quote, recently returned from Colorado in an area with reported plague activity. 1 teenager and 1 adult from Colorado has died from the disease. And coming up, we're going to find out what the weather has in store. I'm personally hoping for not as warm weather, but Paris, what are you thinking?
I would love to definitely see some fall weather in the future. What do we have?
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Well, I thought it was a little warm today, but I'm hoping that we have some fall temperatures soon, Paris. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm definitely looking for some colder weather. This humidity is literally just obnoxious.
All right, well, let's toss it over to weather and see just what is in store. What do you have for us?
Well, unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're going to have to hold off on the coats and boots over here because those temperatures are still going to be pretty mild over here. But here's what we got going on here in the States. We got 82 in Denver. Billings, you're looking at 62 degrees. Las Vegas, 77. And Los Angeles, a little bit cooler, 72 degrees. Well, here we go, pulling it into the state. We got 68 in Muncie. Kokomo, you're looking at 64 degrees. Indianapolis, 71 degrees. And Bloomington, 62 degrees. Now, our almanac today, we had 79 was our high temperature, with our low being at just 54 degrees. So we're just on the dot with our average being 78 for our high and 54 being our low. Now, back in 1991, we set a record for 93 degrees, and 4 years ago, take a look at that, 40 degrees for your low temperature. So our highs today, we had 82 as our high, 83 in Lafayette, 82 in Terre Haute. Bloomington, you're looking at 82 degrees as well. Well, tonight, if you want to go out, 53 degrees will be your low. Partly cloudy. You might want to bring just a light jacket because it is going to be kind of cool. Those winds are coming out of the south-southeast at around 5 miles per hour. And hey, if you have a birthday like me, that's going to be tomorrow. 82 degrees will be your high temperature, mostly sunny skies. But not a great idea to be throwing around a Frisbee because those winds will be coming out of the south at around 9 miles per hour, so just stick to the football. So here's your 7-day outlook. You can see Thursday it's going to be a similar story, 82 degrees. Friday will be 84 degrees, partly cloudy skies. But looking at Saturday, we have a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, 75. And then looking throughout the course of the end of the week, 74 by Tuesday.
So basically, it's sunny for your birthday, and then it's cold for us and rainy the rest of the weekend.
I'm sorry.
Did you do that on purpose?
I did not. I didn't even know. Mother Nature, why are you doing this to us?
I don't believe him. Well, at least it's going to be a little bit colder. I mean, you can open your windows, you can wear your rain boots,
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
do all the things girls want to do on Pinterest.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not too upset about it.
I mean, I don't even use Pinterest, so I don't even know.
Do you know what Pinterest is?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I don't know. I'm really excited. You can get your pumpkin spice lattes are out, and
It's pleasant to walk to class in too.
And then it'll be sunny just in time for school, so you won't have to walk into the cold, and it'll be sunny and fall and everything else in the world. But coming up, local Yorktown resident debuted in his first ever collegiate football game this past weekend.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Robbie General with sports. As many know by now, local product Riley Neal made his college football debut this past weekend. In front of over 100,000 fans, Neal came in late in the first half against Texas A&M after starting quarterback Jack Milas struggled. Neal led Ball State to 20 points in the second half against nationally ranked Aggies. Up next for the Cardinals is Eastern Michigan on Saturday. Head coach Pete Lembo announced today at his weekly press conference that both Milas and Neal will see action on Saturday, but he's not yet revealing who will be this weekend's starter.
Be more fluid, if that's the way to put it, and decide later in the week who gets to start the game, and then have a plan when the other guy will come in, and some of that will be dictated by flow of the game. You know, we'll have a kind of an idea of what we would like to see happen by the end of the week, and then a lot of it will be dictated by the flow of the game. And I think you got to be smart. If somebody's playing and they're playing well and you're moving the ball and you're scoring points, then you may be a little bit less likely to say, all right, let's get the other guy in there, or based on how the game plan evolves, we may say in a certain situation we want the other guy in there. So.
Coach Limbaugh also said that this week's starter probably will not be revealed until the offense takes the field for this first snap on Saturday. 2 weeks into the season, and injuries are becoming prevalent for the Cardinals football team. This week's injury report was released this afternoon. Sitting out for the Cardinals this week is defensive tackle Darnell Smith with a knee injury, marking his third consecutive game on the sideline. Smith was one of 5 defensive players to start every game last season, leading the Cardinals with sacks with 4 in 2014. When asked about Smith's status in today's press conference, Pete Lembo said he's hoping to have him back by the Northwestern game. Questionable this Saturday is offensive lineman Jeremiah Harvey and defensive tackle Carlu Zaramo, both of whom sustained knee injuries during the Texas A&M game. Cornerback Corey Hall is listed as probable after suffering a hamstring injury in Week 1 against the VMI. He sat out of last Saturday's matchup against Texas A&M. This week, junior forward Lexi Kavanaugh of the field hockey team was announced as the Mid-American Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Kavanaugh scored 4 of the Cardinals' 6 goals this week, tallying 2 goals against both Ohio State and Appalachian State. Her offensive attack gave the Cardinals a 3-2 victory over Appalachian State for their first win of the season. Kavanaugh is on the track to surpass her record of 6 goals last year, as she has already marked 5 goals in the first 7 matches this season. Congratulations to Lexi Kavanaugh on the award and a great season thus far.
So it seems like with many injuries, we still can have hope because people are probable. Do you think that the team's going to be strong enough to carry out the rest of the season?
Yeah, I really hope so. I mean, the first half of the season has been tough, but conference play should be a little more competitive for the Cardinals, and hopefully they'll be able to step up here soon.
Well, that sounds good. A president is dancing in Muncie. Find out how coming up.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome to NewsLink Entertainment. I'm Jackie Miller. Celebrating its 25th anniversary, the Eisenhower Dance Company is traveling to 25 cities with their exciting performance of stunning choreography. The performance will be held tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. in Emmons Auditorium. Adult tickets are $21 at the door and youth tickets are $5. Tickets can be purchased online through Ticketmaster at the Emmons Auditorium box office. After speculations on whether Game of Thrones star Kit Harington will return to the 6th season, hints have been dropped by the actor himself. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Harington says he can't say how many more seasons he will be a part of, but Game of Thrones will remain a part of his life for a while, or at least until his 30s. The 6th season is set to air next spring. A local favorite, the Muncie Symphony Orchestra, will be performing their show Wow on Saturday, September 19th. The concert will begin at 4 p.m. with a pre-concert talk featuring guest artists at 3 p.m. You can purchase pre-sale tickets for $30 or get them at the door for $35. Coming out to Sursa Hall to see an unforgettable performance. For All Things Entertainment, I'm Jackie Miller.
So once again, tell us what to expect for the weather this weekend and coming up throughout the week.
All right, so what we're seeing for Wednesday, definitely it's going to be 70, it's going to be actually 82 degrees. We're going to see those temperatures slowly start to go up. Thursday it'll be a similar story to Wednesday. It'll be 82 degrees, a little bit windier. Friday you can expect partly cloudy skies, 84 degrees. But then by Saturday we're going to see a front roll on through and there's a good chance of showers and thunderstorms, 50% chance, with a high of 75 degrees. Now Sunday we're definitely going to see those cooler temperatures come in with 70 being your high temperature, 50 will be the low. But by Monday we're going to start to see a slow rise in temperature again, 72 degrees with 51 being the low. And Tuesday, well, it's going back up, but 74 will be your high temperature for Tuesday. So it looks like it's going to be warming up here in Muncie, Indiana, unfortunately, for all you people that want to get prepared for the fall. Still going to feel like summer, so...
So what do you think, when do you think it's going to start getting colder? If you had to guess, when do you think it's going to start?
Well, if I'm to guess, probably the first week of October, we're definitely going to be seeing some cooler temperatures, so that's my guesstimation as to when we're going to see some cooler temperatures.
Is there a possibility for a lighter winter?
There might be. You never know. I mean, last year wasn't as bad as 2 years ago when we had that winter storm, so only Mother Nature.
Well, be prepared anyways. I mean, you can get your boots out, you can get your rain boots, obviously you're going to need those, and for football, you're going to be bundled up or a sweatshirt. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know. I really think that with fall, you never know. It's a guessing game.
Yes, it's very unpredictable.
I just don't want to see snowfall happen too soon.
Yes, I like to wait till at least December or even January for that snowfall, but I don't mind a little bit of rain now. Let's just keep the rain now than having some winter weather, because it's not my favorite thing in the whole wide world over here. So.
Absolutely. Well, that's all for NewsLink tonight. Be sure to watch us tomorrow night right here at 9 p.m. on Cardinal Vision. And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a good night.